Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're tackling something really interesting, a traditional staple, actually, that's making a huge comeback. Beef tallow.
It's fascinating how something so old is suddenly new again.
Exactly. For decades, fats like tallow got pushed aside, right? Replaced by all those vegetable oils we saw
They
everywhere.
really did. Aggressively marketed, too.
But the research we've looked at covering nutrition, health, even skin remedies, it tells a completely different story, a more holistic one. So our mission for you listening in is to really get the full picture of this one ingredient, how it works for your body inside and out.
And getting that picture means starting with what it actually is. We're not just talking about any old rendered fat here.
Right.
Beef tallow is specifically the pure rendered fat from beef suet. That's the really hard, clean fat you find around the kidneys and loins.
Ah, okay, so it's specific.
Very specific. And that distinction matters because its structure is why it was, historically so important. It wasn't some niche thing. It was the cooking fat for ages before industrial oils showed up.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Where do we start? Maybe the nutrition, the hard numbers.
Good place to start. Numbers don't lie.
Okay, so 1 tablespoon, that's about 12.8 grams, gives you 115 calories and 13 grams of fat. But it's the type of fat that's really telling. You get this almost perfect balance. 6 grams of saturated fat, 6 grams of monounsaturated fat, and barely any polyunsaturated, like half a gram. That 1-to-1 ratio seems really stable.
That balance is absolutely key. It points to a fat that's, well, built for stability and used by the body. And digging deeper, quality-wise,
Yeah.
tallow is a great source of those fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. But here's a crucial point for listeners.
Okay.
You really see these vitamins concentrated in the grass-fed varieties. Makes a difference.
Got it. Grass-fed for the vitamin boost.
What's fascinating here is, well, it's the specific fatty acid structure. Tallow contains something called conjugated linoleic acid, CLA.
ELA. Wait, isn't that something people take as like a supplement for
Yeah.
fitness and stuff?
Exactly. You usually see it bottled in the health aisle. But here it is, naturally occurring in a traditional cooking fat.
So this old school fat is actually delivering something modern health is chasing. That kind of flips the usual script, doesn't it?
It really does.
So what are the big benefits linked to CLA then? Why is it valuable in tallow?
Well, CLA is mainly known for two things. It's understood to be anti-inflammatory, and it seems to help the body's natural fat-burning processes.
Wow. Anti-inflammatory and fat burning from your cooking fat.
Yeah, finding that in a stable fat you can cook with, that's a pretty major win for health.
And you mentioned stability.
Right.
Let's talk practical kitchen benefits. That's huge, right?
Absolutely. The stability is a game changer in the kitchen. Tallow has a really high smoke point. We're talking around 400 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 204 Celsius.
Higher than a lot of common oils, definitely. Like olive oil, for instance.
Much higher.
Yeah.
And what that means is you can use it for high heat cooking, frying, searing, roasting, without the fat breaking down and oxidizing.
Ah, so no harmful compounds forming and no smoky kitchen when you just want to get a good sear on something.
Exactly. It just holds up.
Mhm.
That stability is, well, it's a chef's dream, really. But for health, the really interesting stuff happens after you eat it.
Okay, so stable in the pan, great. But inside the body, why the big health buzz now? You said it's like a building block.
Precisely. Let's talk hormone balance first. This is crucial. The fats in tallow, yes, including the cholesterol and saturated fat.
The stuff we were told to avoid for years.
Right. But they aren't villains here. They are fundamental building blocks. Your body needs them to make and regulate hormones properly. And hormones control, well, everything: energy, mood, metabolism.
So good fats are essential for just feeling normal and balanced. Makes sense.
Then there's the brain. The statistic always gets me. The human brain is nearly 60% fat.
60%.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it relies heavily on high-quality animal fats, particularly saturated ones, to function well.
So eating fats like tallow, that's literally feeding your brain, helping with memory, focus, mood.
Directly linked. Think of it as high-grade fuel for cognition.
Okay, that's compelling. What else happens internally?
This leads right to maybe the most practical benefit for everyday eating: nutrient absorption.
Ah, okay. How does that work?
Well, those healthy vegetables you're carefully choosing and eating
Trying to.
to actually get the full benefit, especially from the fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, K. Again, you need fat to absorb them.
Right, they need a carrier.
Exactly.
There.
Cooking your veggies in tallow or eating tallow with them significantly boosts the bioavailability. It helps your body actually use those vitamins. Without the fat, they can just pass right through.
So cooking greens in tallow isn't just tasty, it makes them healthier for you.
Precisely. And one more internal point, gut health.
Oh, how does it affect the gut?
Tallow is often described as quite soothing for the digestive tract. It has natural anti-inflammatory compounds that can help calm irritation in the gut lining. It seems to be gentler, more easily digested for many people compared to, say, processed vegetable oils.
Interesting. So it provides structure and maybe even calms things down in there.
That seems to be the case. Less stress on the system.
Okay, internal benefits are clear. Hormone balance, brain fuel, nutrient absorption, gut health. Pretty powerful stuff. But let's be honest, food also has to taste good.
Of course. And this is where tallow really shines too. It's not just about health. It adds incredible flavor.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Talk about cooking with it. That high smoke point must make it versatile.
Extremely versatile. And the flavor, it's this deep, savory richness. You just don't get that from, say, olive oil or even butter in the same way.
So give us some examples. How would you use it?
Okay, think roasting. Crispy tallow roasted potatoes. You can crank the heat up, maybe 425 Fahrenheit, 220 Celsius.
Get to the high smoke point.
Exactly. The tallow stays stable, gives you that amazing crispiness and a fantastic flavor. Plus, it makes the potatoes more satiating, provides that steady energy. Healthy and delicious.
Okay, I'm sold on the potatoes. What about everyday stuff?
Simple things. Classic fried eggs in tallow. The tallow adds richness, helps you absorb the egg nutrients better, and gives you sustained energy.
I can imagine that.
Or sautéing. Tallow sautéed greens, kale, spinach, chard, whatever you like. Maybe add some garlic. The tallow coats them beautifully. They get glossy, tender. It elevates a simple side dish into something really nourishing and satisfying.
Transforms the boring greens, basically.
Totally. It makes nutrient-dense food craveable.
All right, so culinary uses are clear. Flavor, stability, enhancing nutrients. But you mentioned this is holistic. What about outside the body? Skincare, really?
Yes, really. This is where we widen the aperture, like you said. Tallow's power isn't just internal. Its use as a topical for skin is a huge part of why it's seen as this holistic superfat.
Why does it work on skin? That seems counterintuitive, putting beef fat on your face.
It sounds strange at first, but the science is fascinating. It comes down to the fatty acid profile again. Tallow contains palmitic, oleic, and stearic acids in proportions that are remarkably similar.
Similar to what?
Similar to the natural oils produced by our own skin. Sebum.
No kidding. So it's like a natural match.
Almost a perfect match.
Yeah.
Because of that similarity, our skin recognizes it, absorbs it really easily. It's highly biocompatible. It helps strengthen the skin barrier, lock in moisture, reduce dryness, and keep skin elastic. It's arguably nature's original, and maybe best, moisturizer.
Better than fancy creams?
For many people, yes. It's simple, natural, and incredibly effective because it works with your skin's biology.
Okay, this opens up a whole DIY angle then. Can you actually make things with it at home?
Absolutely. And it's surprisingly simple. We found 3 great, easy recipes in the sources.
Okay, lay 'em on us.
First up, a basic tallow skin balm. Perfect for super dry hands, elbows, heels, even as a facial moisturizer if your skin likes it.
How do you make it?
You just gently melt some rendered tallow, mix it with a bit of a softer oil like coconut or olive oil to get the texture right. You can add a few drops of essential oil, maybe lavender or frankincense, for scent and extra benefits. Let it cool, and boom, solid, nourishing balm.
Simple. Okay, what's next?
Tallow lip balm. Great for healing chapped lips and protecting them. For this, you melt pally with a little bit of beeswax.
Ah, the beeswax adds staying power.
Exactly, it creates that protective seal. Then you can stir in just a touch of honey, which is a natural humectant, meaning it draws moisture in. Pour it into little pots or tubes. It's fantastic.
Nice. And the third one?
A classic tallow healing salve. This is more for targeted use. Minor cuts, scrapes, burns, rashes, really irritated skin.
Like an old-fashioned remedy?
Very much so. You'd typically mix the melted tallow with olive oil that's been infused with calming herbs, like calendula or chamomile. Those herbs add their own healing properties.
And the tallow itself helps how?
The tallow base is naturally protective, it's anti-inflammatory, and it creates a barrier that lets the skin underneath heal peacefully. Very calming.
Wow. Okay, so from cooking fat to skin salve, that's incredibly versatile.
It really is. So if we connect this to the bigger picture, what we have is this timeless superfat. It's deeply rooted in tradition, yes, but its value is completely backed up by what we now know about its nutritional and biological makeup.
It's not just hype then, it's a rediscovery.
Exactly. It's functional nutrition that works on multiple levels.
And if there's one takeaway for someone wanting to try this, what's the most crucial advice?
Quality matters a lot. To get the maximum nutritional benefits, those vitamins, the CLA, and the best healing properties, you really need to choose grass-fed organic tallow.
Right, because the diet of the animal directly impacts the quality of the fat.
Absolutely. That's where the concentration of the good stuff really lies.
So we've got this single ingredient, tallow. It's fueling the brain, balancing hormones, helping absorb nutrients, soothing the gut.
And also protecting and healing the skin externally, mimicking our natural oils.
It really challenges how we tend to separate things, doesn't it? Like, this is food, and this over here is medicine, and that's skincare.
It completely breaks down those categories. Tallow exists comfortably in all of them.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you, the listener. Think about this. What everyday ingredient, maybe sitting in your pantry right now just waiting for dinner,
Could also be the most effective moisturizer you own, ready to soothe your skin. That seamless duality is pretty amazing when you stop to consider it.
something to think about. Thanks for diving deep with us today.